reminisce the memories and the good times at Siesta Musica.
Early morning sunshine.
Ikaw, mahal, tanging ikaw.
I sail over seven seas to find
Your greatest love songs all the way from 2 to 4 every Saturday at Siesta Musica. Join Dream Car the Announcer at Siesta Musica every Saturday from 2 to 4 in the afternoon dito sa inyong nag-iisang himpilan, Cool FM. Mapapakool ka dito!
Lahat ng drama, lahat ng tawanan, lahat ng iyong all-time hits. Ang tanging huntahan ng Masang Lamaw. Number 1 sa Mega Manila, nationwide pa. Broadcasting from TGON, TVH Group of Networks. Dito lang sa inyong iisang himpilan. You are listening to Cool FM. Live from Cool Studios. This is Cool News at 6.
Good evening and welcome to koolNews at 6. I'm Pyro, and now let's get into the situation of Alice Guo. The sister and the business associate of dismissed Babatolak Mayor Alice Guo, who were arrested in Indonesia, arrived in the country on Thursday. The plane carrying Alice's sister Sheila Guo and business associate Cassandra Ong landed at Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 1 at around 5 p.m. Both were arrested in Indonesia on Wednesday at 6:45 a.m. according to the Philippine National Police. Senate President Francis Chis Escudero earlier confirmed that Sheila will be arrested by the Senate Sergeant at Arms as soon as she is repatriated to the Philippines. Meanwhile, the House of Representatives will take custody of Ong. The National Bureau of Investigation will take custody of Sheila Guo and Cassandra Ong once they arrive in the Philippines, Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla said Thursday. Guo and Ong are set to arrive at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport on Thursday afternoon after authorities intercepted them in Indonesia. Sheila Guo is the sister of Alice Guo, while Ong is a business partner of the dismissed mayor of Babang Town in Tarlac. I think the NPI will take custody of them, Remulla said in an unabashed interview when asked where the two women would be brought once they arrive in the Philippines from Indonesia. He said that they would be questioned and debriefed by NBI investigators. Questioning muna, we have to debrief them, we need to know what happened, Remulla said. We have to process them first. Tas ka na muna, legislative investigation will follow. We have to process in accordance with the law. We have to respect the rights of people. Ayaw natin violate non-rights, he also explained. Remulla added that he is already asking the Bureau of Immigration to prepare the necessary cases against Sheila Guo and Ong. Well, I'm asking the immigration people to prepare the cases to be filed against them, he said. Also on Thursday, Senate President Francis Escudero said the Senate would take custody of Sheila Guo, while the House of Representatives said it would take custody of Ong. Now let's get into the rest of the headlines. The reported list of administration-backed senatorial candidates for 2025 is speculative as the Alianza para sa Bongo Pilipinas still have to evaluate prospective bets, House Majority Leader Manuel Jose Dalipe said on Thursday. In a statement, Dalipe reiterated party to the Federal ng Pilipinas President and South Cotabato Governor Reynaldo Tamayo Jr.'s statement that the administration has not finalized their senatorial slate. According to the lawmaker, the parties aligned with PFP, Lakas CMD, the Nationalist Party, the Nationalist People's Coalition, and the National Unity Party were only asked during Monday's meeting in Malacanan to submit their bets. The reports stem from a meeting where political parties supporting the administration of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. were asked to submit their respective nominees by September 15. However, it is important to emphasize that any list circulating at this point is not official and should be regarded as speculative, said Dalipe, Lakas CMD's Executive Vice President. Following the submission deadline, party leaders will carefully elevate the nominations and engage in true deliberations to finalize the Alianza's senator lineup. This collective decision-making process ensures that we present the strongest and most capable candidates to the electorate, fully aligned with our shared vision for the country, he added. Talibay urged the public to remain patient and allow the process to unfold. Rest assured, the Alianza para sa Bagong Pilipinas is committed to selecting candidates who embody our vision for a better future for all Filipinos, he added. Tamayo on Tuesday said parties aligned with the PFP were only asked to submit their Senate best from their groups during the meeting in Malacanang. He did not specify who reviewed the poll process late, but according to reports from the media, Senator Amy Marcos name-dropped the administration's supposed metric 12 for the 2025 elections. Senator Amy Marcos said this was supposedly the topic of a meeting in Malacanang last Monday night. Camarines Sur Second District Representative Ray Villaverde also named 7 members of the groups within the alliance, but he said this will still be up for the approval of all political parties involved. Villaverde, head of the NUP, said the following names were floated: former Senate President Soto, Deputy Speaker Camilo Villar, Senator Ramon Bong Revilla, Senator Marcos, Senator Pia Catiano, Interior Secretary Benjamin Abalos Jr., and Senator Francis Tolentino. Six people died from leptospirosis in Big Gulf of Germany 1 to August 10 this year, according to a report by the Department of Health on Thursday, August 22. Throughout the region and within this period, the DOH recorded 65 cases of leptospirosis, a case caused by leptospira virus from the urine of infected animals that may contaminate water and soil. 2 of the deaths were recorded in Masbate province, while 1 death each was recorded in the provinces of Albay, Camarines Sur, Camarines Norte, and Catanduanes. Most cases were in Camarines Sur, where 25 cases were recorded since the start of the year. The 13 cases were in Camarines Norte, 10 in Albay, 7 in Masbate, 6 in Sorsogon, and 3 in Catanduanes. In the first half of 2023, the Bicol region had 160 cases of leptospirosis. The DOH reminded the public to avoid submerging in contaminated water or floodwater and to use boots and gloves when it could not be avoided. The agency also advised the public to drink only clean water, ensure proper disposal of waste, maintain a clean surrounding, and wash with clean water when exposed to potentially contaminated water or floodwater. The Commission on Elections, or shortened as COMELEC, in the newly created Negros Island region has appealed to the mayors of Himamayan and Kabankalan cities to help pay for the unpaid honoraria of 481 support staff who served in last year's barangay and Sanguinang Kabataan polls. COMELEC NIR Regional Director Leonel Marco Castellano said he met with the mayors of the 2 cities to seek their help, so an honoraria of 5,000 pesos would be given to each support staff composed of teachers and other personnel of the Department of Education. The poll body admitted an honest mistake in hiring the services of the support staff, which was allowed during previous national elections but not during the barangay and SK elections. This led to the COMELEC's failure to pay the honoraria promised to his support staff. Catilano said the marching order of COMELEC Commissioner George Garcia to him was to find a way to pay the support staff because they deserve it. The NIR COMELEC legal officer provided the basis that would enable the local governments to pay the honoraria without being disallowed by the Commission on Audit. Hopefully, the city councils will see the way, Catilano said in an interview on August 20. And I hope the support staff can be paid at the earliest possible time so they will be encouraged to serve in the next post, he added. Meanwhile, Castellano said the COMELEC had not been informed or monitored any private armed groups in Negros Oriental ahead of the 2025 polls. He said they were keeping a close watch on Negros Oriental given its history of violence. While killings in Negros Oriental did not happen during the election period, Castellano said we know that they were a result of the elections. Negros Oriental was in the limelight following the killing of former Governor Rural Dagamo, and 9 other persons inside the local chief executive's residential compound in Pamplona town, Negros Oriental, on March 4, 2023. 11 suspects were arrested, and earlier linked then Representative Arnolfo Tevez to the massacre. Many suspects in cover confession update they were provided with lawyers. Tevez, who was expelled by the House of Representatives last year due to his to his alleged involvement in the crime, repeatedly denied the accusations. He was arrested by authorities while playing golf in Timor-Leste on March 21 this year, based on a red alert notice by the International Criminal Police Organization, or Interpol. As a precaution, Commissioner Garcia has directed Castellano to hold office to Magete City to monitor the political situation in the area ahead of next year's polls. Castellano said they will be able to determine if there will be intense political rivalry in Negros Oriental after certificates of candidacy are filed in October. And authorities have recovered the bodies of the 3 alleged leaders of the new People's Army who were killed in a series of military operations in Lambunan town, Iloilo, last week. The remains of Maria Concepcion Arneta Volcala, Remar Vivian Dorato Terodosio, and Vicente Hino Jales were airlifted by an S-70I Black Hawk helicopter from the mountain village of Kapatagan in Lampunao town, Iloilo, on Monday, August 19. According to Brigadier General Michael Samson, commander of the 301st Infantry Brigade, it took 3 days for government troops to take the 3 bodies due to the bad weather and rough terrain in Lambunaw. The weather was so unfavorable that it was difficult for the helicopter to land safely, Samson said in a statement. He said soldiers had to carry the bodies, one of which was already in an advanced state of decomposition, using an improvised hemlock. They trekked through slippery slopes and steep hills for 3 days before reaching Sito Ikdakbay, Barangay Kapatangan, Lampunao town, where a helicopter was waiting to transport the bodies to Lampunao town proper. We will continue our headlines later, but for now it is 6:12 in the evening, and koolNews at 6 will be right back. Welcome back to koolNews at 6. Let's continue now. Budget Secretary Amanda Pagadaman expressed her opposition to bringing back e-sabong or online sabong operations, noting that the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation's revenue remains strong without it. As of now, Pagco's revenues are high and very efficient without e-sabong, and the subsidy Pagco gives is huge, Pagkadaman said on the sidelines at the Kapihan sa Manila Bay Forum on Wednesday. Pagkadaman said that they have to discuss the revival of online cockfighting with the economic managers. Members of the Development and Budget Coordination Committee are set to discuss the economic agenda this month. Revenues of Pagco went up by more than 30% to 89 billion pesos in the second quarter, driven by the impact of policy reforms introduced last year. Pagkadaman also noted that the revenues from the e-sabong operations are not included in the revenue assumptions for next year's budget. According to Pagco, it generated 6.2 billion pesos worth of e-sabong revenues from April 21 to April 2022 alone. However, for Pagkadaman, that amount is small. The 6.2 billion pesos is small. That's small. The Department of Finance can raise that, she said. Pagco Chief Alejandro Tanco recently mentioned that the legacy is considering the revival of e-sabong operations, provided there is an improved framework and set of regulations. However, some senators have opposed this move, arguing that e-sabong is even more problematic than Philippine offshore gaming operators, which was banned by the Marcos administration. Operations of e-sabong were halted by the former President Rodrigo Duterte in May 2022 due to the disappearance of at least 30 people allegedly linked to industry. The new director of the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, ESTA, has expressed hopes to create a future-proof labor force that can adapt to the current and emerging trends in the labor market. Francisco Kiko Benitez, who officially assumed his post during the 30th anniversary rites of ESTA at the World Trade Center in Pasay City on August 19, stressed the need to promote agility and ensure that our workforce would be flexible, adaptable, and responsive to changes in technology, industries, and economic conditions. By equipping our workforce with skills that can compete in the global market, we ensure their success in the fields of employment and entrepreneurship, he said in his speech. We need to reskill and upskill our youth and workforce to take on new jobs. We need to develop new skill sets to match the requirements of the job market, he added. Benitez, who represented Negros Occidental 3rd District at the House of Representatives prior to his appointment as ESTA chief, said President Marcos Jr. sought the importance of TVET, or Technical and Vocational Education and Training, in enhancing the employability of the workforce. Our TVET must continue to evolve because our information and skills need are evolving and the job market is changing, he said. Throughout its 30 years of existence, Benitez said TESTA has empowered millions of Filipinos through quality technical vocational education and training. He said ESTA would further strengthen its partnerships with the private sector, training and education sector, and government agencies to provide innovative and comprehensive services for our workforce. We will create clearer pathways and opportunities for career development and continuing education programs, he said. Together, we will build a stronger nation where every Filipino has the opportunity to reach their full potential and contribute to our country's progress, he added. President Marcos appointed Benitez as new Director General of the TESTA on August 16 following the resignation of Suherto Mangudadatu. Benitez, who has a doctorate in philosophy, is known for championing legislation that promotes new development paradigms. In a statement, Malacanan said Benitez's advocacy for digital transformation, education reform, and technological innovation would be crucial in steering ESTA's programs to meet the demands of the evolving job market and the fourth industrial revolution. Let's refresh. Let's refresh the headlines if we have any new headlines for this time. All right, nothing much here. So, oh wait, I spoke too soon. We really have one here. So, continuing our Alice Guo's situation, alleged immigration crimes led to the arrest of Sheila Guo and Cassandra Ong in Indonesia, according to the Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission. Citing the statement of Indonesian immigration, the PAOCC said Guo and Ong were nabbed in Batam Center after the interdictum officer of the Batam Immigration Office received a public report of their alleged offense. PAOCC also said that further investigation by Indonesian authorities led them to the two suspicious foreigners who matched with the wanted individuals indicated in the letter of the Philippines Department of Justice Bureau of Immigration on August 19. The officer found that there was a person named CJ, Singaporean citizen, who booked 4 rooms at the Harisoto Batam Center for the last 3 days. From the results of checking CCTV, it was found that CJ was the party who helped them, Sheila and Cassandra, to make hotel reservations. Safar Gaudam, Director of Immigration Supervision and Enforcement of Indonesia, said in a statement shared with the Philippine media by PAOCC. The PAOCC said Sheila Guo, sister of Alice Guo, and Ong, a business partner of the dismissed town mayor, were detained at the Batam Special Class 1 Immigration Office on Wednesday, August 21, and handed over and escorted by immigration officers from the Philippines BI on Thursday. The arrest of Sheila Guo and Cassandra Ong is a considered step to secure the ASEAN region from transnational crimes, which is the fruit of the meeting of the Director General of Immigration throughout ASEAN and the DGICM formed last week, Gaudam said. Today, we handed them over to the BI for repatriation to the Philippines. The other 2 fugitives, Alice Guo and Wesley Guo, are still being pursued. Indonesian and Philippine authorities continue to coordinate to immediately arrest the 2 fugitives, Gaudam added. Sheila Guo and Ong arrived in the country around 5 p.m. on August 22. The plane that carried them landed at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport, Terminal 1 in Pasay City. Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla said Sheila Guo and Ong will be placed under the custody of the National Bureau of Immigration upon their return to the Philippines. He said NBI investigators should question and debrief the 2 women first to determine what happened. We have to process them first. Taskan na muna yung administrative investigation. We have to process it in accordance with the law. We have to respect the rights of people. Ayaw natin mag-violate ng rights, Remulla explained. And finally, in showbiz happenings, Shaira Diaz reached another milestone as she finally finished her studies, earning a degree in marketing and management. The actress TV host gave a glimpse of her commencement ceremony at the University of Perpetual Help in Las Piñas City through her Instagram stories on Thursday, August 22. Diaz was accompanied by her fiancé, actor E.A. Guzman, at the ceremony. In the photo he shared, Diaz was wearing her graduation gown while the 2 of them posed at the backdrop at the event. "This is it! Congratulations, my love," the actor said, to which he responded, "Thank you, my baba, I love you." And that's the koolNews at 6 for tonight. I'm Cairo, and we will see you later for more headlines with koolNews Primetime at 9. Good evening.